Welcome to this presentation of Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio. Now we send you up to the broadcast booth with the voice of the Cougars, Reagan Cleves.
We are coming at you live from Munn Ice Arena on the campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing, Michigan for quarterfinal 10 of the MHSAA's Division III Ice Hockey Tournament. Tonight, that 10th quarterfinal sees the number 12 team in the state take on a team they haven't seen since they played to a tie game on December 28th of 2019. Hello and welcome inside the broadcast booth of Munn Ice Arena. This is Reagan Cleves bringing you play-by-play today alongside color commentator David Shemplin, and we are happy to have you along for the action of this state quarterfinal matchup between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Powers Catholic Chargers. Well, to start off this pregame show here from Munn Ice Arena, David, how about you take us on a look around the Division III bracket?
All right, Reagan, we'll take a look at the quarterfinal actions right now. Cranbrook Kingswood will play Detroit UD Jesuit at 6:30 p.m. at Wallace Ice Arena in Bloomfield Hills. Along with this game, Alpena and Calumet will also play at Lakeview Arena in Marquette, and Riverview, Gabriel, Richard, and Chelsea will play at Dearborn Ice Skating Center at 5 p.m. We'll send it back to Reagan with a look at the Forest Hills game recap.
Well, the Cougars tonight are coming off of a thrilling 4-2 win against the Forest Hills Central Rangers back on Saturday in the regional finals of Region 20. Things started off strong for Catholic Central as Shane Kwiatkowski got a pass from the top, picked up a loose puck top of the left circle and snapped it past Gavin Brady to make it a 1-0 game in favor of Catholic Central. It would stay that way until the 13:20 mark of that first when Smith got an assist from Ott to put the Rangers up by, to tie the Rangers, or to tie the game up for the Rangers, pardon. And that would be all for the first period of play. 1-1 after one shots on goal. We're 7-5 in favor of Catholic Central. Moving on to the second period, Ryder Mulvey at 48 seconds into the game broke open the game for Catholic Central, giving them a 2-1 lead, one which they would hold on to for the rest of the contest. Andrew Wormuth in the third period got the game-winning goal at 10:02 from Rubline and Patterson. It got that at 10:02 of the third period. Gabe Silver would then add the empty netter at 14:40 to make it a 4-1 hockey game, but Deacon Lubdale got an assist from Jeffries to make it a 4-2 game at 16:50 with only 10 seconds left, but the ice was already on the cake, and it was a 4-2 final. Cougars final shots on goal were 22-17 in favor of Catholic Central, and that is how the last game for the Cougars ended up. Well, both teams are making their way off the ice here as we have ended the 7-minute warm-up period down below, and we will take a look at the Catholic Central, at the two teams playing here tonight. First off, Catholic Central on their way here, they beat the Lumen Christi Titans 8-0 in a mercy, the number 17 team in the state. That put them in that matchup against Forest Hills Central in the regional finals, and that ended up in a 4-2 win. With those two playoff wins, Catholic Central here is 7-6, building off of a 5-6 regular season in which they accumulated 10 points, fourth overall in the room, and divisionally they were 4-6 with 8 points, and they finished in that same spot. And all this season they are 2-2 away from Southside Ice Arena, hoping to make it a 3-2 record at the end of tonight. Well, this is the fourth quarterfinal in 6 years for the Catholic Central Cougars. They have lost the prior two. It was last year against Midland Dow in 3 overtimes at Kentwood Ice Arena. They lost that one 2-3. And in the 17-18 season quarterfinals here at Munn Ice Arena, they lost 3-2 to Detroit Country Day, and en route to their finals appearance in 15-16, they beat Saginaw Heritage 6-1 here at Munn Ice Arena. And that, if our astute listeners may have noted, that makes the Cougars 1-1 here at Munn Ice Arena. Now David has the Powers Catholic team.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the road here for Powers Catholic. In the regional semifinals, they had a 6-0 Mercy at Big Rapids, and following that, they won 3-1 at the number 20 H.H. Dow, avenged from a year ago. They are 13-3 with those wins, number 12 in the state champs. On the regular season, they went 11-3 with 22 points to take first in the Saginaw Valley overall, where they were 6-0 with 12 points in the Saginaw Valley Conference. Only loss was a 2-6 loss against the number 11 team in the state, Detroit Country Day. The 2-3 loss versus the number 8 team in the state, Livonia Stevenson, and a 2-4 loss against the number 2 team in the state, Detroit Catholic Central. They are 2-3 away from their home of Flint Iceland arenas. In the previous quarterfinals, they are 1-5 since the 10-11 postseason, 4 straight overtime games. In the 16 and 17, they won 3-2 versus Forest Hills Central in overtime, 14-15 in a 3-2. In the 14-15 season, they were 3-2. In the 14-15 season, they had the 3-2 win versus Forest Hills Central in overtime. They lost in the 13-14 season by a score of 1-2 versus Catholic Central in 6 overtimes, and in 2012-2013 they were 2-1 versus East Grand Rapids in a double overtime loss.
Well, taking a look at these two teams' history together, their last game came back on December 28th of 2019, as we mentioned in the Open. That was a 1-1 tie at Southside Ice Arena. That moved the series record for the Catholic Central Cougars to 2-3-1 since the 2012-2013 season, and they have had 3 quarterfinal meetings since 2006. And Catholic Central has won. They have had 5 quarterfinal meetings, and Catholic Central has won 4 of them. Going back to the 2014 playoffs, it was a 2-1 Catholic Central victory in 6 overtimes, as David mentioned earlier. In the 12 postseason, it was a 4-3 Catholic Central win. Back in 11, when the Cougars went on eventually to win the state championship, it was a 5-0 Catholic Central victory. The only Powers Catholic victory came back in 08 with a 1-0 win for Powers, and in 06 Catholic Central beat Flint Powers by a score of 2-1. Now, David, what do the lineups look like tonight? Who is out, who is in for Catholic Central?
Well, good news for Catholic Central is they bring back forwards Connor Schetz and Liam Watt, but unfortunately they are still out with Grant Quakendahl for the second straight game, as he is dealing with some sickness and not feeling well tonight.
Well, now we take a look at our players to watch for tonight for Catholic Central. It is the Sova tandem, Gabe and Nate. Both of them have played 13 games this year. Gabe Sova has accumulated 8 goals and 10 assists, while Nate has 7 goals and 5 assists to his name, bringing him to 12 points on the campaign. For the Powers Catholic Chargers, their leading point getter is Tyler Lawrence, who through 17 games has 10 goals and 6 assists, giving him 16 points on the campaign. But between the pipes for Powers Catholic, Nick Kurchak has been phenomenal this year, winning 10 games and only dropping 3. Those 3, as we mentioned earlier, coming to DCD, DCC, and Livonia Stevenson. And through those 13 games, he has a minuscule 1.33 goals against average and a save percentage of .939. He also has 3 shutouts to go along with those. Well, David, what do the Cougars have to do tonight in order to pull out a win here at Munn Ice Arena?
Well, against this very tough Powers Catholic team, they got to get on the board early. They'll like that first goal. It will give them a lot of confidence to not play from behind. They also got to play very aggressive from the start and not quit throughout the entire game. We know what kind of team Powers Catholic is. They are a very good team offensively, scoring a lot of goals, and defensively, as their goalie, we mentioned Kurdiak with the .939 save percentage and 1.33 goals against average. They also got to crash the net when the puck is loose and capitalize on the chances, and I think that will lead to a lot of success tonight.
Well, thank you, David, for that insight, and that will be it for our pregame show for this one this afternoon. We will be right back with the anthem, starting lineups, and first period action for you on the other side of the break. You are watching and listening to the MHSAA Division III State Quarterfinals on Cougar Puck Radio.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Welcome back to Catholic Central Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.
Starting goaltenders tonight for the Catholic Central Cougars. They send out number 1 Lucas Chalfoun, who through 12 games has a record of 6-6, has a save percentage of .897 and a goals against average of .301. The Powers Catholic Chargers turn to Nick Kurdiak, who through 13 games has a record of 10-3, and as we discussed in the pregame show, is a minuscule goals against average of .133 and a save percentage of .939. All starting lineups tonight. Coach Mike Slobodnik and Mike Mass and Joel Kwiatkowski and Josh Stella turn to Wormuth, Patterson, Rollins, Shively, and Rubline for the Cougars. And while Travis Perry and the Powers Catholic Chargers go with Rennig, Carlock, Barber, Lawrence, and Zarnecki. Well, we have 17 minutes on the clock here at Munn Ice Arena. Cougars will go from left to right on your radio dial, wearing their home white uniforms, blue shoulders, blue and yellow trim, blue pants and white socks, while the Powers Catholic Chargers will counter from right to left, wearing their road dark blue uniforms, yet with orange and yellow or orange and white stripes, blue pants and blue socks. And puck is dropped at center. We are underway here at Munn. Puck in the left wing circle, one up or brought to the point. A shot blocked in front. It comes to Rennig on the near half wall. Center bouncing puck in on shot for loose in front, and it's still loose. They jam away at it, and it eventually comes free. A shot saved by Chalfoun, and the rebound loose to the side of the net. They bounce away at it, still in front, and the Cougars eventually take it and clear it the length of the ice here. A little bit of action there early for the Catholic Central Cougars in their defensive end as Kurdiak comes out of his net to play it and sends it the length of the ice here for an icing. 16:23 to go here in the opening period in the state quarterfinal from Munn Ice Arena. There'll be Ryder Mulvey in there to dig in with Gerhardt. Across the way to the left of Kurdiak. A little bit of a delay on the draw. At center, it's one back. Schweigert will a shot. Go score! Ian Schweigert! And the Cougars strike early. That's one of the keys that David talked about. And the Cougars, with a shot from the top of the left circle, beat Kurdiak Blacker's side. And it's 1-0 Catholic Central.
Yeah, well, what a quick shot there by Drew Schweigert. It was a really quick shot, and that's just what the Cougars need to get this one going, get on the board early, and they did just that.
Yeah, for Schweigert, that is only his third goal of the campaign as Powers Catholic dumps that into wide of Chalfoun. He'll make the save and leave it for his man, Powers. So Schweigert from Mulvey getting that goal here at 40 seconds of the opening period. Powers Catholic had a beautiful opportunity in the Catholic Central end to our left. They rang it off the crossbar, however, and so it remains a 1-0 game in favor of Catholic Central. Drew Schweigert going in there with with Lavrock in the left wing side of the Catholic Central zone. Lavrock will send it in front after a spinning pass. It was blocked away. Play in the right corner. It's bumped up to the line. Across the way at the half wall. It's a 2-on-2 puck battle along the way. Gerhardt picks it up, but he has it stolen away, and the Cougars are back the other way. They'll dump it off the end wall, and Kurdiak out of his net to play it. He'll ring it around the boards to the near side. Wormuth pinching down. He's bumped up there by Rennig. Puck comes free, and the Chargers will move back the other way. Moving up icers, Lavrock will send it back in behind Chalfoun across the way. Patterson digging in there with Tarpening. Puck comes free behind the net. Patterson pins up his man there. It's eventually worked free. Rennig picks it up, but he couldn't control it. Tarpening keeps it in at the line, but his clearing attempt goes up and out of play off of the deflection. So with 15:13 to go here in the opening period, 1-0. The Cougars lead off of a Drew Schweigert rocket from the top of the left circle, beating Kirdiak top blocker. It's a 1-0 game here at Munn Ice Arena. Draw will come to the right of Chalfoun. To your left in the Catholic Central end. Off the tie, the Chargers control is spinning in front by Barber. He couldn't be controlled. Another shot saved by Chalfoun, and he'll hold on. A couple of beautiful opportunities there for Powers Catholic, but Lucas Chalfoun standing tall here in the opening minutes of this one, and it remains. And the draw remains in the Catholic Central end. Tarpening will dig in across the way. Linesman catching some infraction on the top on the other side of the circle. Puck won by the Cougars, and they'll work it into the near corner. Kimball Sullivan pokes it up to Liam Watt, who's back in the lineup after a 2-game absence. Puck comes in to the left corner. Tarpening picks it up. He'll drop that behind Chalfoun. Picked up there by Kramer. Kramer works it in front. That was deflected by Chalfoun right onto the stick of Watt, and he'll move up ice. He gets bumped along the outside of the center circle, and it's lifted the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Chargers pick it up behind their own end. Saleko's pass was too far, and only picked up by Carlock. He'll deflect it forward. Puck tied up the line. It's worked to the near half wall. Nate Silva out there for Catholic Central, putting pressure on the puck. Luke Kramer controls his pass, deflected right under the stick of Gabe Silva. He'll work it over. A shot. That one wide of Kurdiak, and it's eventually cleared out. Here's Zarnecki. Zarnecki forwards it on. Here's Carlock. Carlock down the left side. He's poked off the puck. A pass has worked right above Chalfoun. He had no idea where that was. Dangerous there for the Cougars. Puck played across. It's picked up by Carlock. Carlock will work in the right circle. Had that poked away from him by Patterson. Rubline will go to work in the far corner. He'll work it free to Silva. He couldn't control as a shot right on Chalfoun coming there from Zarnecki. Puck is made to come free, and Gabe Silva will lead the Catholic Central rush here left to right. He'll work across the line. He had a 2-on-1, but let a shot come on. Kurdiak save, and he will corral the rebound with 13:28 to go here in the opening period. 1-0. Catholic Central leads off of an early goal from Drew Schweigert, his third of the year. The assist on that goal came from Ryder Mulvey, his 9th helper of the year here. Draw on the right wing circle of the Powers Catholic end. Draws one, and it's free on the near side. Gernhardt picks it up. Oh, clear it off the high glass and out to center. It's intercepted by the Catholic Central goal scorer, who turns it over in turn. Tucker works into the slot. He had that poked away there by Kwiatkowski. It's turned over. They tried to move it to Tucker in the top of the slot, but it hopped over his stick. He'll pick up a loose puck, but it's chopped away, and the Cougars look to move out. They'll tip it the length of the ice, but Shively got a stick on it before it hit center, so it will be an icing on the blue and white. Draw will come back into the Catholic Central end to our left. This time it will be in the left wing circle once again. Here 1-0. Catholic Central leads. 3:59 gone here in the opening period. Lots of infringement there. Here Luke Kramer trying to get into the circle a little bit too early. He'll win the draw. It's back up. A shot right on Chalfoun. Saving the rebound is held on to Ryan Lemker, letting the shot go from the left point. It was through a bit of traffic, but eventually corralled by Chalfoun, and he will hold on. It'll be Brendan Tarpening digging in with Ryan Rollins. Puck is one up. Tucker had that skip over his stick, Kramer had that skip over his stick, and he'll work it into the near half wall. Working down there is Lemker. Lemker put a bouncing shot wide of Chalfoun. Kwiatkowski picks it up behind his net. He'll send it off the glass and out. It got past Barber at the line, and he'll have to chase it back into the Chargers. And 2 all right. 12:33 remaining here in the opening period. Cougars leading 1-0. An outlet pass was deflected too far, and Berner picks it up. Barber picks it up. He'll work into the top of the slot. Had that poked away by a defensive stick on the Cougars. Now Gabe Silva working through ice. He'll move it up to Drew Schweigert. He'll work across the line into the top of the slot. His shot hit the crossbar. My goodness, he beat Kurdiak the left side, but he couldn't fit it in the 6x4 cage behind him. And it goes up and out of play. 12-12 remaining here in the opening period. It'll be Mulvey to dig in for the Catholic Central Cougars. Off the tie-up, Mulvey gets his own face-off win. He'll work it behind. A pass in front was taken there by Tyler Lawrence. Tyler Lawrence will play that off the high glass and out to center, where the Cougars control for a moment, but a bouncing puck at the line picked up there by Rennig. Rennig will work across the line. A shot right up high on Chalfoun. He'll hold with 11:52 to go. Will come to the right wing circle. Mulvey couldn't win that. It comes free. Dowley picks it up. He'll work behind Chalfoun. Try the wraparound looking for a pass. He works it up to the point. Pass near side. Zernecki. Zernecki will move it behind and ring it around the boards. Picked up across the way by Dowley. Dowley will work it down low for Carlock. Carlock had his pass picked off, and Patterson moves it near side. Gabe Silva will play it off the boards, and it's picked off by Dowley. Dowley and Mulvey comes to blows with Rennig right in front of the Powers Catholic bench near side. Now we may have a penalty coming here. As a whistle was blown, the referee circled, pointing at Powers Catholic. It might be that he saw it.
It looked like the linesman blew it, so it shouldn't be a penalty.
At the same time, it might be too many men on the ice. We'll just have to see here. Referees tonight: Joel Scheel, Ryan Livet, and the linesmen are John Philo and Stephen Hetke. Was there a penalty? The referee went over and talked to the official. It looks like there will be a penalty as Marcus Paul makes his way over to the penalty box across the way. He'll step in and take a seat, and the Cougars will go on. Alax Enterprises power play. Troll will come into the left wing circle of the Powers Catholic end. Cougars on the power play. 5:41 the time of the penalty. It's a bench minor for too many men. Cougars work it down low. It's eventually picked up there by Rennig. He'll move it along the half wall. Kwiatkowski picks it up top of the right circle. He'll send it down. Cougars controlling here in the offensive end. Worked up to Kwiatkowski. He'll work it over. Schweigert will set in a shot save, and it was kicked away by Kurdiak. Now it's picked up. Schweigert, his pass went across. Cougars couldn't control, so a little shot go blockered away by Kurdiak. Ian Schweigert picks it up. Nice drop pass there. His pass picked off there by Rennig. It's worked up to the point. Cougars almost kept it in, but Liam Watt retreated back to neutral ice, and the Cougars will send it behind Kurdiak. It eventually works its way free across the way. Andrew Wormuth picks it up. Wormuth will feed it to the point. Kwiatkowski will step into a wrist shot save. That was actually blocked in front there by Rennig. Puck comes free right corner. Cougars able to pick it up. Wormuth works his way to the point. He'll curl. He'll work down into the right circle. Drop pass from Mulvey. He'll work. Feed it up to the top of the slot. Kwiatkowski over to Schweigert. Schweigert let a shot go blocked. There, a good Good defensive play there by Powers Catholic here on the penalty kill. 41 seconds left in the man advantage. Cougars here on the power play this year, 10 for 43, which leaves them at 23.26%. Cougars will move left to right here on this power play. They got another 29 seconds on it. They'll put it into the offensive zone, but it's stolen, and Gabe Silva couldn't keep it in, and it's sent back the length of the ice. 20 seconds to go on the bench minor for too many men on the ice against the Powers Catholic Chargers. Trevor Rubline picks it up. Cougars protecting a 1-0 lead here. It's picked up at the line by Zarnecki. He's bumped off the puck there by Ryder Mulvey. Andrew Warmth will carry it across the Spartan logo, but it's poked away from him. Zarnecki will dump it into the left corner. He's going back there with Patterson as the Powers Catholic Chargers have killed off that man advantage for the Catholic Central Cougars, as the Cougars fall to 0 for 1 on the Lax Enterprises power play. Cougars will send that the length of the ice for an icing. Draw will come into the left wing circle of the Catholic Central end here. 5-on-5 hockey as Powers killed off that man advantage. The Cougars win the draw and send it back in. It will not go far enough for icing. Back to collect is Kyle Barber. Barber will send it to the near half wall. It's picked up and cleared by Berner, but only to the line. His teammates finish the job, and Patterson collects at center. We'll send it across. Rubline will slap it in. That will go for icing. However, with 8:44 to go in the first. Draw will come into the right wing circle. Off the draw, controlled by Sullivan. Will move it to the near half wall. Sova pinned up his men, and Zarnecki couldn't control its center. So the Cougars slap it back to Lemker. He'll control his own line and dump it in. Sullivan back there to play it for Catholic Central. Before he's hit along the end boards, he gets to move it up and pass to Kwiatkowski. He controls. He'll move across the big Spartan logo over the line. Oh, working on the top of the slot. A shot deflected and held onto it, looks like. Yes, by Nick Kurdiak. And he will hold on. Fans, this is just a reminder that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Cougar Puck Radio. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Cougar Puck Radio. We apologize for the visuals here. We've had some technical difficulties. It's a 2-on-1 for Flint Powers. They'll work across the line left side. Schweigert almost picked up the puck at center. Liam Watt controls. He'll move up ice. He'll work across the line. A shot glove save there by Kurdiak. And he'll hold on for the whistle with 7:51 to go. Do apologize here for the technical mishap. There we go. We do have it back for you here as things are all set. Draw on the left wing circle of the Catholic Central offensive end is picked up by Powers Catholic. Shively keeps it at the line. Will let a shot go right in on Kurdiak, and he'll make the left pad save, assisted by the stick, and he'll hold on for a whistle with 7:38 to go. We'll come into the right wing circle. Warmouth there to dig in with Brendan Tarpening. Whistle is blown off the face-off. A face-off violation here against Powers Catholic, so Tarpening will be chased out of the circle, and in comes Barberi. On the right circle, controlled by Powers Catholic. They'll send it out to center. Trevor Rubline tying up his man on the half wall. Got his stick held, got his stick caught up, and it comes free into the left corner. Fished out of there by Patterson. Will ring it off the high glass and out to center. It was too far for Nate Silva. Pass picked off there by Shively, and he'll send it back in. Pardon me, Rollins was the one putting on the pressure there for the blue and white. It comes free to the half wall. Picking it up there is Jack Dowley. He'll send it across. Cougars intercept that at center and will send it back in behind Kerdiak. 6:57 to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Catholic Central leads. Powers Catholic will send that down behind Lucas Chalfoun. Cougars back in their own end here. Gabe Silva picks it up. His pass intercepted by Zarnecki. Zarnecki works at the top of the slot. Right pad save Chalfoun. Good save there as it was right along the ice. Now worked it down to the right corner. So they sent a pass in front, picked up by Silva after it was deflected, and it's a 2-on-2. We'll send it a rink wide. Across the line, Nate Silva, will step in and take a shot, and Kerdiak makes the save. That's 6:25 to go here in the first. 1-0. Cougars lead. They have had a power play but could not convert. During that just over 10 minutes gone here in this opening period at Munn Ice Arena. Home of the Michigan State Spartans most of the time, as you can see by the Big Ten logo just inside the line, and obviously the Spartan logo at the center face-off circle. Kwiatkowski controls at center. Will send it off the half wall, and Rollins came to blows up high with Rennig across the way, and the Powers Chargers will move back. They'll send it in. That will be far enough for icing with 6:03 to go here. The opening period of play. Reagan Cleaves, David Shamblin on the call for you. We do not have Shaniley Ariza here today, but we do indeed have Jason Patterson working the camera for us. Draw coming to the right wing circle. Drew Schweigert in there to contest for Catholic Central against Gerhardt. It's won by Gerhardt, forward and on. Lavrock across the line, left side, worked into the circle, let a pass in front. That was to nobody in particular as it skidded through the crease. Nobody there to play it for Powers Catholic, but they control top of the right circle. Gerhardt will send it down behind Chalfoun. Cougars looking to pick it up. It's moved up the near half wall. Watt will send it off the boards and back into the Chargers' end. There to pick it up is Kyle Barber. He'll send it down into his own right corner to Lemker, who will move it out to Gerhardt. Gerhardt will send a bouncing puck in on Chalfoun, and he'll hold on. And in enough time for a whistle. 5:24 to go here in the first period of play. It's been a pretty good game thus far through the first 11 and change. Cougars getting the early goal from Drew Schweigert just 40 seconds into the hockey game, making it that aforementioned 1-0 score. This isn't the only game actually in action today at Munn Ice Arena. There's a Division I semifinal later after us. I'll pass right in front, controlled by the Chargers. They let a shot go wide. Controlled there by Tarpening. Will move it up to the point. A shot blocked in front there by Mulvey as the Cougars sent one right in on Chalfoun. And Eddie Barbieri got a little too close for comfort for Trevor Rubline to Lucas Chalfoun. So Trevor lets him know with a little shove out of the way that that's not appreciated, and we continue on with no ensuing penalties. Don't will come into the left circle, into the left side of Lucas Chalfoun. Chalfoun looks to have a dangler problem. Will make his way to the bench across the way. An equipment problem, maybe. His helmet, it looks like. Athletic trainer Nate Lutz over there working with Chalfoun to check the helmet. We have a pause in the action here. 5:03 to go in the first period of play. Lucas Chalfoun has things checked out. And he will gather his gloves and his stick and head back into the blue paint in the zone 2 on left. Draw will also follow him there. It'll be in the right circle of the Catholic end, the Catholic Central end across the way. Got to be specific with which Catholic we are talking about, as we have two Catholic teams playing. This is the second time in the playoffs we have had that, as the first game of the playoffs regional semifinals was contested between the Cougars and the Lumen Christi Titans. They were both Catholic teams as well. Puck played in the Catholic Central end. Sullivan will ring it around. Picked up there by Nate Silva. His pass intercepted across the way. Tarpening picks it up. We'll work into the circle center. Pass in front. That one off a skate and just wide of Lucas Chalfoun. It's worked to the near half wall. It's chipped in behind Chalfoun by the Chargers. Cougars wrap it around to the near half wall. Picked up there by Dowley. Dowley will forward it behind to Barbieri. Cougars intercept that and move out. Long stretch pass tipped into the offensive zone by Nate Silva, who'll pursue it, but Zarnecki gets there first for Powers Catholic, as Nate Silva trips up his man across the way, and the Cougars will head on a Lacari's Pizza Kitchen penalty kill. So Silva off for a trip. He will head across the way to where typically the visiting bench is on most hockey rinks, but actually, at least in Munn Ice Arena, it is the penalty box and the scores table across the way, situated in between the red and the blue line, as you can see on your screen. That just adds a little bit. Now they tip it in front and score! Powers Catholic ties it back up. It's a 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, such a quick shot by Powers Catholic off the draw. Didn't really see much that happened, besides the fact that they scored to tie this one up just 7 seconds into their man advantage.
.12:43 the time of the penalty against Nate Silva, or 12:43 the time of that one, and 12:50 the time of the goal here for the Chargers. We apologize for the length of silence. Here's the PA at Munn Ice Arena. It's very hard to hear from this side. What we could gather out of that is Zarnecki got that power play goal from Renning. It looked like a shot from the right point. It was deflected. There will be another penalty coming up on the Cougars. Interference will be the call, as Wormuth will head to the box for the Catholic Central Cougars. .13:43 the time of the penalty, a minute after the Cougars went last on the penalty kill. That power play goal for Powers Catholic moves the Cougars to 28 for 33 on the Lacari's Pizza Kitchen penalty kill this season. Jack Dowley will move it down low, and it's eventually moved up to the point here. Controlled by Saleka, will send it down low to Dowley. He'll send a centering feed that went through the crease with no harm done to Catholic Central. Tarpening picks it up behind the net. He'll kick it to the near corner. It's eventually moved out, and Ryder Mulvey leads a short-handed rush the other way. He'll work across the line right side. He'll work down into the circle. He put that behind for Ryan Rollins, who was pinned up against the boards, and the Powers Catholic Chargers will move back the other way. Over the line, here is Saleko. He'll move behind the net, looking for a feed. He'll send it up to the point. Leverock will send it in front. Powers Catholic shot there by Zarnecki, looking for his second of the night. Was stoned by Lucas Chalfoun in front. 2:20 left here in the opening period. 1 minute left in the penalty kill for the Catholic Central Cougars. It's kept up there at the line by Lawrence. Lawrence will pick it up left point. He'll send a feed down to Lavrock. It was too far for him. We'll move it down behind. Tarpening moving in front. Let a shot go, score! And the Cougars let two short-handed goals through on the penalty kill, and at 15 minutes exactly, it is a 2-1 hockey game in favor of Powers Catholic. Two quick goals there for Powers Catholic. See them up 1-0. Those goals come in the span of just about 2 minutes. Both on the power play, and that is something the Cougars cannot let happen. Those are only the fifth and sixth goals that Powers Catholic has scored. We apologize for the silence. That was as we mentioned earlier, the PA system here at Munn is, at least for the moment, very quiet, so we are unable to get who scored that second Powers goal. Draw one off at center. The Cougars won't work back in the defensive end. Trevor Rubline pinned up in the left corner. He'll eventually fish it free, but his clearing attempt denied. Tyler Lawrence pursuing Trevor Rubline, trying to clear it, but Lawrence picks up the puck. Wormuth in there with Lawrence. Puck comes free. Rubline will slap that across the way. Picked up there by Saleko. They'll move it right in front. A shot skittered right across the crease by Lucas Chalfoun, but it went wide of the left post. 1:08 to go here in the opening period. 2-1. Powers Catholic leads. Cougars able to get that to the line. Shively in a race for the puck will send it out. He's taken down. There will be a penalty coming as Lawrence touches up the puck. And at 16:03, the Cougars will head on the Lax Enterprises power play.
Yeah, pretty obvious call for the referee. Stick was caught up around the player and gonna get called for that pretty much every time.
And Burner to the box, 2 for a hook. At 16:03, so the Cougars head on the Lax Enterprises power play. 22% on the season through 44 opportunities. Witkowski picks it up right point. He'll work it down to Wormuth. Wormuth top of the slot, let a shot go. And glove down there by Kurdiak. 48.3 seconds to go here in the opening period. Catholic Central down 1 after letting up 2 goals in the span of 2:10 as Powers Catholic picks that up off the draw and rings it down behind Chalfoun. Ian Schweigert in a race for the puck. He's pinned up across the way by Kramer. Puck comes free. Gabe Silva will work that to Andrew Wormuth. He's worked on by Kramer, and he'll send it out. And Powers Catholic will wrap that back in. 24 seconds to go here in the opening period. Cougars trailing 2-1. Wormuth over the line right side. He'll work behind that and wrap down behind. Looking for a feed. He finds Schweigert. Back down to Wormuth far side. Sending a pass across. Silva back up to Kwiatkowski. Back near side. Silva circle. With 10 seconds to go. A shot left pad save by Kurdiak. Rebound behind with 2 seconds to go. And the puck stuck in the corner. And that will do it for the opening period. After 1, it is 2-1 in favor of Powers Catholic. We will step aside for a quick little bit, but when we come back, we'll have a recap of that first period here in the state quarterfinal. You're watching and listening to the MHSAA state quarterfinals on Cougar Puck Radio.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Now, more of Catholic Central Cougar hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.
Well, it's a 2-1 hockey game after one. The Cougars getting the first one in that first period from Drew Schweiger just 40 seconds into the hockey game. But Flint Powers later got 2 straight power play goals on Catholic Central's what has been a very good power play as of coming up to this night. But Powers Catholic has been able to crack it twice tonight, getting power play goals at 12:50. Zarnecki from Rennig, and at 15 minutes, just 2 minutes and 10 seconds later, from who we believe is Tarpening. We are waiting to get official word on that one. Well, we again do not have shots on goal for that first period. We are without our friend and statistician Gabe Groh, and we weren't sure. We couldn't hear the announcement after the end of the first period. So as it stands, 2-1 for the Catholic Central Cougars. David, what went wrong toward the tail end of that second period? What did the Cougars need to change heading into the middle frame here?
Yeah, well, those 2 penalties cost the Cougars big time, is unable to stop both of them. 2 quick power play goals right off the bat. Both Powers Catholic capitalizing on them. Not even a minute into the power play both times, and that's got to improve going into the second period and the rest of the game. They got to stay out of the penalty box.
It definitely is something that Catholic Central needs to do. Things were going pretty well for them since that first goal, but they just could not get things through, and they could not crack Kurdiak after that first goal just 40 seconds in. Well, now we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. In the division, or in the MHSAA hockey tournament, there are a couple of Grand Rapids area teams still in play. Byron Center last night played here at Munn in the Division II quarterfinal. They beat Heartland 2-1, and they will play Traverse City Central in the semifinals tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. As for other teams tonight, Rockford and Granville are squaring off in the Division I quarterfinal at Ferris. at Ferris State University's Wigglebend Ice Arena tonight at 7 p.m. That game getting underway in just about an hour. The winner of that game, whether it be Rockford or Granville, will play the winner of Holt-Saginaw Heritage here at Munn Ice Arena. On that semifinal is taking place here at Munn Ice Arena right after this game, and the winner of that game will play Rockford or Granville. Now taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, the Grand Rapids Griffins inactive tonight, as they have been for quite a while. The Chicago COVID issues causing troubles for the Catholic Central, not for the Catholic Central Cougars, for the Grand Rapids Griffins, as the Griffins had 2 games canceled with Chicago, and those are postponed for later. But they are in action this Friday, the 26th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That game getting squared off at 7 o'clock Central, but 8 o'clock if you are here in Michigan. They will play the Wild in a back-to-back road set in Iowa on Friday and Saturday. Taking a look at the NHL, a couple of games in action right now. Flames and Senators scoreless after one. Ducks and Wild have hit the 12:30 or have 12:32 left on the clock. They are scoreless through that. A couple of games later tonight, Sabres and Penguins at 8 p.m., Jets and Canucks at 10:30, and Kings and Sharks at 10:30 as well. Oilers and Canadiens have been postponed. Taking a look at the Detroit Red Wings, they will take on tomorrow the Nashville Predators in Nashville, 8 p.m. You can watch that game on Fox Sports Detroit or listen to it on 97.1 The Ticket. As for other Catholic Central games going on here, only 2 games going on. Girls varsity basketball in the district semifinal at versus Godwin Heights. That game got started about 25 minutes ago at 5:30. That is the district semifinal. Well, the Zambonis just getting on the ice. We will step aside for a quick break. We will be right back here with second period action from Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing. You're listening and watching to the MHSAA Division III State Quarterfinal on Cougar Puck Radio.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Now, back to the action with the voice of Cougars hockey, Reagan Cleaves.
Well, both teams making their way back onto the ice. Cougars are already there awaiting. We are the entry of Powers Catholic. Cougars here trailing by one after one. Will travel from left to right across your, right to left, across your radio dial, wearing their home white uniforms, blue shoulders, blue and yellow trim, and yellow numerals to go on their blue pants and white socks. Powers Catholic will counter left and right, wearing their road dark blue uniforms with white and orange stripes, blue pants, and blue socks to match their jersey, adorned by, on the front, their school crest in a circle, much resembling the Columbus Blue Jackets alternate jerseys, if you're looking for a bit of a reference for you at home. Well, 17 minutes on the clock. Cougars on the power play for another 103. Here is as Burner went off at the tail end of that second period for a hook. And we are underway here. Cougars, time winding down on their man advantage. Oh, take it behind their own net. Ryder Mulvey steaming up the ice left side. We'll work it across the line. Cougars have to regroup at center and therefore can't scoop up the puck just inside the line. And the Chargers will take it and move that down behind Lucas Chalfoun. Cougars working right to left here in this opening period through the first 30 seconds. Haven't done much left on this Lax Enterprises power play. Ian Schweigert can't keep in the puck along the near half wall, and then it'll go all the way back to Lucas Chalfoun. Kwiatkowski picks it up there, 18 to go on the man advantage. Cougars unable to tip that in, and so with just under a quarter of a minute to go, they will have a face-off back in their own end. Cougars this year are 1 for 44 in the man advantage here, or 10 for 24, which works out to 23.73%. Draw across the way. They let Powers Catholic let a shot go, and that was blocked in front of Chalfoun. They'll control at neutral ice and send it once again behind Chalfoun. That will just about do it for the man advantage. It's picked up across the way there by Gerhardt. He was knocked off the puck. Here Dowley will work back in just inside his own line, send a pass off the boards across for Lavrock. He had that picked off, and the Cougars will send that up and out of play off of a deflection, so it will come outside their line with 1:19 going here in the middle stanza of play here from Munn Ice Arena. Catholic Central and Flint Powers, two teams that haven't played a ton in the regular season, but they have met multiple times. As a shot, blocker saved there by Chalfoun. Cougars trying to move it out, picked up there by Saleko. Saleko works in, nice shot. That one wide of Chalfoun. Ryder Mulvey picks it up. He was poked off there by Lavrak. Homework was pickpocketed there by Mulvey. Good play there by the Catholic Central freshman. Gabe Silva will try to work around the defense. He'll dump it into the far corner. Mulvey working in there with Saleko. Puck worked free to the point. Ian Schweigert working behind the net, had that poked away from him. The Cougars still control. Pass intercepted by Gerhardt, who we now believe to be the goal scorer of that one. That was his 7th of the campaign. Cougars breaking out of their own end. Nate Silva working across the line, works into the top of the slot, right into the circle, let a shot go, but it was very weak as he was held up there. Puck worked across the way. Zarnecki controls. He'll move out and will dump it in wide of Chalfoun. That will be far enough for ice, and with 14:37 to go here in the second period of play. Draw will come back into the zone to our left, underneath the shadow of the NCAA banners for the Michigan State Spartans, who call this place home on a normal night. Puck picked up in the circle, a shot deflected up and out of play. The draw will stay in the Flint Powers end. 14:28 to go here in the second. 2-1 Powers Catholic leads. Draw will come to the left of Kurdiak. The right wing circle of the Powers Catholic end. Drew Schweigert couldn't win the face-off. Puck comes free across the way. Worked up to the point, right point, Kwiatkowski. He'll send it back down. Liam Watt controls. He'll send it right in front. Nobody there to collect for the Cougars. Ian Schweigert working there with Kwiatkowski, the defensive pair there. Schweigert let a shot go. That was blocked in front. It's worked behind Liam Watt, the big man for the Cougars, working along the side of the net. He'll chase it into the corner. Referee got in the way of it, and Rennig will pick it up and clear it to the line. Kwiatkowski unable to keep it in. Rennig picks up his pass. He was pickpocketed by Kwiatkowski. He'll work across the line, top of the slot. A shot save and the rebound loose to the side. It worked in front. Shot save. Kurdiak on the rebound. was cleared to the point. Patterson will step into one, but he faked the shot, and the pass went over to Kwiatkowski. It moved out of the zone. That hit Patterson's skate, and Barberi will work into the Cougar end. That went off of a Cougar and back out to center. 13:26 to go here in the middle frame. Pass picked up at center by Tarpening. We'll send it forward to Barberi, who will work that into the Catholic Central end. Andrew Wormuth back there to pick it up. 13:13 to go here in the second. Clearing attempt. Worked forward to Wormuth. He'll work across the line into the circle. Bumped off the puck. Burner put on the brakes and worked the puck to the half wall near side. Wormuth picks it up. He'll let his shot go well wide. It'll work its way around. Good keep in there by Rubline across the way. Shively will pick it up in the far corner. It's a puck battle as it's tied up along the half wall. Fished out of there by Nolan Burner. His puck, he was pickpocketed, and it's worked up to the point. Patterson, his shot was deflected, and the Cougars, Rubline couldn't keep it out at the line, as that would have been offside. So 12:36 left here in the second at Munn Ice Arena. 2-1 Powers Catholic leads here in the second. Two straight Powers goals from Zarnicki and Gerhard see them up 2-1 with those quick goals at the tail end of the first. Powers won the draw at center, but the Cougars got the turnover, and Ryder Mulvey fishes the puck from behind Kurdiak. Behind Kurdiak, puck is worked free. Picked up there by Gerhard. Gerhard will race up ice. Will cut into the zone right side. Will work into the right circle, down into the corner. He's bumped off the puck, but he regains control. Tries to send a pass in front. That one off of Patterson, who sends it up to Gabe Silva. He worked across the line, but Gerhard picked it up instead. It's worked into the near corner. A loose puck to the half wall. Multiple players converge. Rubline and Lavrak. It's picked up to the line. Puck free at the top of the circle. Worked out to center and back into the Charger. And 2 are left. 11:44 to go here in the second, as that goes for an icing here, and that will come back into the Catholic Central end. Will come to the right circle of the Cougar end, to the left of Lucas Chalfoun. Rollins will be out there with Wormuth and Shively. That line is usually Wormuth, Shively, and Quakendall, but due to Quakendall being a scratch tonight, Rollins replaces him. It's worked behind the net. Zarnicki controls across the way. Pinned up to the boards by Kwiatkowski. A loose puck in the far corner, picked up there by Lawrence. Andrew Wormuth picks it up. He'll work behind Lucas Chalfoun. Wormuth is taken down. Not sure how that isn't a penalty, and it's worked back into neutral ice. Jack Daly will circle in his own end. He'll make his way and retreat back behind his net. We'll leave a pass there for Rennig. Rennig will dump it off the half wall, and Kwiatkowski controls. He'll send it over to Ian Schweigert. Ian Schweigert will forward it on to Rollins across line into the circle. A shot, glove down low by Kurdiak, and the save made and held on to by the Charger netminder. 2-1, the Chargers lead. 10:59 to go here in the second period of play. Played just over 6 minutes here at Munn Ice Arena in the second period. Trouble coming to the right circle. Off the tie-up, the Chargers win, and will send it around the boards to the near side. Passed out, went too far for Luke Kramer, so it will go for icing with 10:52 to go. Reagan Cleves, David Shemplin on the call for you here from campus of Michigan State University. Jason Patterson, on working the camera for us here at Munn Ice Arena. Draw will come to the left wing circle. Ryder Mulvey will dig in with his counterpart. It's one up to the point. Sullivan will work it over. Kwiatkowski will step into it. It deflected. Wine the rebound. Nate Silva working down there. Gabe Silva picks it up, leaves it for his brother. They pass it over. Mulvey will take it and work it up to the point. Kwiatkowski, his pass picked off there by Saleko, and he'll sky it out to center ice. It's picked up there. Kwiatkowski had it in his skates. Nate Silva picks it up near side. He'll dump it into the Charger, and it's wrapped around. Kwiatkowski keeping it in right point. He'll send it down low, and he'll put Luke Kramer onto the ice. Luke Kramer picks it up across the way. He was bumped off the puck. Gabe Silva will clear it off the glass and back into the corner. Nate Silva working behind the net, worked off the puck. It's loose behind the net, and Kurdiak will find it and cover it with 10:01 to go here in the second. 2-1 Catholic Central trailing here in the state quarterfinal. Winner of this one will go on to play the winner of Cranbrook Kingswood or UD Jesuit. That quarterfinal taking place at Wallace Ice Arena in Bloomfield Hills at 6:30. The time of that one. Now Birmingham will send that back in to the Catholic Central end. That will go for icing here with 9:52 to go. That game, whoever wins this one will play the winner of that previously mentioned semifinal at USA Hockey Arena, 10 a.m. this Friday. And we'll come to the right circle. Tie up right off the draw. Colin Hoffer out there for Catholic Central. Chargers will wrap it around to the near half wall. Birmingham couldn't control, and it's worked down into the corner. Liam Watt throwing his body around down in the corner. Not able to win the puck though for the Cougars as Gerhardt will move out. He'll play it off the wall and out to center. Birmingham across the line left side. Bumped off the puck. It popped up in the air. Lavrak stepped into his man across the way. Trevor Rubline picks up the puck. He'll wrap it around the boards. He catches his other captain Ryan Rollins, and the Cougars move out. Drew Schweigert works into the top of the circle. Shot blocked in front, and the rebound worked behind. Drew Schweigert will collect it. Drew Shively had his pass picked off, and the Chargers will send it the length of the ice. Here 9 minutes to go here in the second. Draw will come back off of that icing into the right wing circle of the Charger end. Wormuth will dig in for the Catholic Central Cougars across the way. Draw one to the half wall, but the Chargers control and send it out. Kwiatkowski couldn't control it at the line. It's wrapped around the boards. Andrew Wormuth will retreat back to neutral ice, leaving it for Ian Schweiger. Rink wide feed, catches the Cougars, and they send it in. A drop pass off the boards by Dowley, picked up, and a long stretch pass went too far for Lawrence, and it will be an icing with 8:34 to go in the second. Not much action happening here in the second. Both teams being held scoreless. Cougars still find themselves down one after letting up two straight goals to Flint Powers. Draw one back into the right circle. Cougars can't win a faceoff to save their lives here as they pick it up their own line. Kwiatkowski sends it off. Dowley had that deflected in. Nate Silva across the line. He'll put on the brakes. Loose puck at the top of the circle, poked away. Kwiatkowski will wrap it around the boards, picked up near side by Carlock. Carlock pinned along the half wall. He'll come out of it. Ryder Mulvey, good forecheck there. Will pick up the puck. Nate Silva will send a shot, saving the rebound, loose in front, and Kurdiak will hold on to it, sealing the post very nicely to deny Nate Silva's opportunity. 8:02 left here in the second. Catholic Central and Flint Powers in quarterfinal 10 of the MHSAA's ice hockey tournament. This one happens to fall in Division 3. After this game, it won't be on Cougar Puck Radio, but Holt and Saginaw Heritage will go to work as a shot by Patterson, deflected in front. Right pad safe by Kurdiak. Rebound comes to the left corner. Off the tie-up, it comes out. Here is Barbieri. Barbieri working across the line right side, picks up a loose puck. Patterson beat him to it, though. Good play there by the Catholic Central senior defenseman. Puck pinned along the end wall, picked up there by Barbieri. Barbieri sends a loose puck to the slot. Liam Watt got hammered up high. How is that not a penalty? That's worked back into the Catholic Central end. Admittedly, it wouldn't have been interference as he got bumped into it. The line, he had just released the puck, so it wasn't a matter of timing. It was more a matter of where Liam Watt was hit, and he was hit up high. He was sent straight to the ice, and will make his way to the bench. Looks to be unscathed. Playing the Powers Catholic end, picked off by Shively. He'll work into the top of the slot. A shot deflected up into the left corner. Ryan Rollins picks it up. He's bumped off the puck. Barber worked off the puck by Shively. Shively had his stick held. Puck comes free to the half wall. Andrew Wormuth working down there for the Cougars. He and Barber working at it. Puck comes free into the corner. Andrew Wormuth pokes it across the way. Picked up there by Rollins. He'll work it to the point. Ian Schweiger. He'll walk the line. Let a shot go through traffic. Blocked in front. And Kwiatkowski will pick up the rebound and retreat to neutral ice. He'll backhand that in where Barber will pick it up. His pass deflected. High stick will not be called as the Cougars won't touch it. It's I take it. No, you take it. I take it. No, you take it. And the draw will eventually come off of that delay back into the Flint Powers Catholic end.
Yeah, a little bit of football play there. On a fair catch, the offense usually tries not to touch the ball and let it roll as far as they can, or the defense rather. This time with the high stick, same thing.
Yeah, and the Cougars wanted that draw on the offensive end, and they got it. But Flint Powers didn't want to touch it because it was played with a high stick, and they would have had that draw back in their offensive end. But as it stands, draw will come back into the end. Draw on the left wing circle of the Charger end. Gabe Silva will dig in with Gerhardt. Draw off the tie-up, one by Powers Catholic. They work it to the line. Gabe Silva had it poked away from him. He'll chase it back into his own and he'll ring it around the boards. Too far for Rubline. It's picked up across the way by Carlock. Cougars work it out to the point. Can they get it out? No, it's picked up by Gerhardt. He'll work it down to Carlock. Score! A beautiful backhand shot. Beat Lucas Chalfoun. Short side. And at 11-11. The Chargers, Carlock getting the goal off the assist.
Yeah, well, just a beautiful dandy backhand goal. Couple good moves and found it top shelf over Chalfoun. Give the Powers Catholic Chargers a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, the Cougars giving up that goal. Lucas Chalfoun was beat short side. So Carlock from Gerhardt. There, Gerhardt getting the primary assist here as the Chargers extend their lead to 3-1. Patterson working back at his own line, slapped it over to Rubline, who will move it back to the Charger end. Andrew Wormuth pursues the puck. He'll pull up in the right wing circle, worked down low. Chargers pick it up. Gabe Silva pins his man to the boards, but the Chargers get it nonetheless and work it back to the Catholic Central line. Shane Kwiatkowski picks it up, will put on the brakes and move it forward to Ryan Rollins, who put it into the Charger end, but it's picked up there by Rennig. Rennig, let's let a pass go ahead. It bounces free in the neutral zone. Picked up here by Barbieri. Working across the line is Lawrence. Is Kramer. He's bumped up and across the way. Barbour picks it up. We'll work across the line left side. Send it in front. A one-timer blocked up high. There, Birmingham on the worst end of that blocked shot. Marcus Paul pinned to the boards. Will work it across the way. Kramer there to pick it up for the Chargers. Backhand pass to Paul. Paul will work down into the left corner. He'll leave it drop. He'll leave it there behind the net. It's eventually picked up by the Cougars and worked up the half wall. Cougars can't get it out fully, though, as Ryan Rollins trying to clear it out. Puck loose just at the top of the circle. It's a bouncing puck and eventually cleared. Cougars back in their own end. Kwiatkowski will send it across. Ian Schweigert will send it the length of the ice with 3:55 to go. 3-1, Powers Catholic leading here. Getting 3 straight goals, 2 of which were on the power play in that first period. Draw will come back into the Catholic Central end off of that icing here. Gerhard will dig in. A shot right off the draw, blocked in the traffic. Loose puck comes to the bottom of the circle. Almost picked up there by Michael Tucker, but it was too far for him. Puck comes up. Gerhard controls near side. Bouncing puck loose at the top of the circle, picked up by Lavrak, and let a shot go up and out of play into the netting to our right. 3:33 left here in the second period. 3-1. The Powers Catholic Chargers leading the Catholic Central Cougars here. In for the draw, it'll be Cooper Gerhard. For the Chargers, Andrew Wormuth will dig in. Face-off infringement coming there. So Lavrak and Trevor Rubline getting warned by the linesman. It'll be Gerhard and Wormuth again to dig in. Lavrak right off the draw, let his shot go. Fluttered up and out of play. Draw will stay in the Catholic Central then. 3:29 to go here in the second period. Cougars letting up a goal just moments ago from Carlock, who let a pretty backhand go from just about the bottom of the circle, the bottom of the left circle, and it beat Lucas Chalfoun short side. And with 3:29 to go, Gerhard kicked out of the circle. Tucker will come in to contest with Wormuth. Wormuth will win the draw for the Cougars, but Rubline gets it to the point, but not out. Tucker will work it down low. Gerhard getting tangled up with Rubline across the line. Wormuth, he's taken down. Wondering how that isn't a penalty. Across the way, puck worked free, and the Cougars will backhand that in to the far corner of the offensive zone. 3:08 to go here in the second period. Catholic Central and Powers Catholic here in this state quarterfinal of Division 3. Powers will wrap that around, icing waved off. Rubline picks it up near boards. He's crunched to the boards by Lavrak. Now a pass in front. Lawrence couldn't tip home the rebound. Now Nate Silva through center ice, had that poked away from him there by Rennig. Then he'll send it back in. Shively getting tangled up at center. Cougars not happy about that. Now working across the line, here's Babor. Babor will work into the right bottom of the left circle, who's poked off the puck across the way. And on the near half wall, Zernecki controlling here. He's there with Carlock. Carlock held to the boards. Zernecki trying to spin around shot. He was blocked off it. Will work into the right corner. Zernecki will work it up. A one-timer by Rennig that hit a body in front, and the Cougars will take it and slap it down the ice just wide of Nick Kirtiak. So it will go for icing. 2:03 to go here in the second. Catholic Central trailing 3-1 here at Munn Ice Arena. Winner of this game advances to the state semifinals. They will play the winner of UD Jesuit and Cranbrook Kingswood. Well, Chargers kept that in at the line across the way. Paul works it. It's wrapped around to the near half wall. Lawrence beat his man to the puck. Nate Silva, however, pins Lawrence up and moves it out to Gabe. Gabe will backhand that in wide of Kurdiak. He will corral it and hold on. He'll work it behind. Nate Silva steps around a check, works it to his brother Gabe across the way. Gabe tries the backhand pass, finds Nate. A shot right on by Ryder Mulvey. It was gobbled up into the paraphernalia there of Kurdiak with 1.5 minutes to go. Here in the second, 3-1 Powers Catholic leads. Draw will come into the right circle of the Powers Catholic end. It'll be Gerhardt to dig in with Drew Schweigert across the way. Off the tie-up, it's won by Powers Catholic. They'll move it up the half wall. Intercepted there. Connor Schetz couldn't control, and the Chargers are back the other way. Across the line, Tucker will work bottom of the circle, work in front, a shot right on. Held onto by Chalfoun, and a crowd gathers there with 1:17 to go here in the second. Cougars getting that goal 40 seconds in, and they have not had much offense since then. It's been all Powers Catholic as Levrock will let a shot go wide off the draw. It'll work its way across the far side. It's picked up there with speed moving through center ice. Kwiatkowski couldn't step around his man, and a penalty coming up. Interference, the call on Powers Catholic. Time of the penalty, 15:55, so the Cougars will head on the penalty on the power play here for the first time in the second period. Lavrak will head to the box, putting the Cougars on a Lax Enterprises power play.
Yeah, Cougars 0 for 2 on the Lax Enterprises power play today. Let's see if they can get one here and bring it back to within one.
Yeah, Cougars working up the line. Kwiatkowski let a shot go through traffic, kicked away by Kurdiak. Puck across the way, tied up in the corner. Fished out of there by Andrew Wormuth. He'll work behind the net. He'll control. Working it up to Ian Schweigert. Back down to Mulvey. Mulvey working bottom of the circle. Right out to Wormuth. Who let a shot go. Kicked away by Kurdiak. Right place, right time there for the Powers Catholic netminder. He made a great save on Wormuth, who didn't get the best shot off, but it still would have been enough to beat the netminder any caliber, and Kurdiak made a good save. Ian Schweigert had that hop off his stick. Andrew Wormuth picks it up in the half wall. Circle, 34 to go here in the second. Ian Schweigert controls. He'll work it down low to Mulvey. Mulvey right in front, a shot! Saved by Kurdiak. Wormuth will work it around the boards across the way. 1:19 left on the man advantage. Across the way, let a shot go. That was deflected wide. Gabe Silva letting that shot go. 1/4 minute to go here in the second period of play. Puck pinned up. Works that up to Kwiatkowski. Top of the slot. Let a shot go. That went wide. It's worked down low. 7 seconds to go. Cougars trying to work it free. They can't do so with 5 to go. Kwiatkowski will look. Let a shot go. That was blocked through traffic, and that'll do it for the second period of play. 3-1. Flint Powers Catholic leads after the second period of play. They get one in that second to put them up by 2. We will step aside for a little bit, but we'll be right back with the second intermission report. David will have that all for you, including a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're watching and listening to the MHSAA State Quarterfinals in ice hockey on Cougar Punk Radio.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
And welcome inside the broadcast booth once again. David Shamlin back with you for second period intermission statistics. Not much to talk about in the second period of play besides the fact that the Flint Powers Chargers capitalize and are up 3-1 as Trey Carlock got the goal at 11-11 from Cooper Gearhart to make it a 3-1 game. And then late in the period, it was number 3, Jacques Lavrock, going off for the interference penalty. That penalty at 15:55 and will carry over into the third period of play with 55 seconds remaining on that one. We'll see if the Cougars can capitalize on their third power play of the day. They are 0 for 2 today, where Flint Powers is 2 for 2. We'll take a look now at the Griffins scoreboard. Today, they are inactive until Friday, where they play the Wild of Iowa at 8 p.m. You can catch that game on Wood 1300 or 106.9 FM. After that, they will play. That game is the first of a back-to-back game versus the Iowas. The second one is at 7 p.m. on Saturday at the Van Andel Arena as well. We'll take a look at the Red Wings. Now they are inactive. Tonight, they did play yesterday, though they did get shut out 2-0 over Nashville. Nashville played a very good game, that one. That one dropped the Red Wings to 10-19-4. Well, it improved the Predators' record to 15-17-1. That next game is Thursday, March 25th at 8 p.m. on Fox Sports Detroit or Fox Sports Detroit Plus. Or you can listen to it on 97.1. We'll also take a look at the rest of the NHL scoreboard. Right now, the Flames are leading the Capitals with 1:19 to go in the second. That game at 1-0. After one period of play, the Wild lead the Ducks by 1. That game at 2-1. All other games are later, as at 8 p.m. on Wednesday Night Hockey on MHSAA. The Sabres will take on the Penguins. At 10:30 p.m., the Jets will take on the Canucks. The second of the NBCSN Wednesday night hockey games will feature the Kings and the Sharks. Should be a good one there. And the Oilers and Canadiens are unfortunately postponed. Now we will take a look at the Catholic Central scoreboard. There are no events scheduled for today. However, tomorrow the boys varsity basketball team will travel to Allendale for the MHSAA district semifinals versus Forest Hills Eastern at 7 p.m. Pardon me, there is basketball today as the girls varsity basketball plays the district semifinals at Godwin Heights versus Godwin Heights. That game started at about an hour ago at 5:30. No word on how they are doing quite yet. Well, that would just about do it for the second intermission. Here we'll be back with third period action with Reagan Cleaves and David Shamlin and myself, David Shamlin, on the call from Munn Ice Arena here in East Lansing, Michigan, home of the Michigan State Spartans. Stay tuned for third period action on Cougar Puck Radio.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played.
Brought to you on YouTube, this is Catholic Central Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.
Well, the Cougars make their way back onto the ice here, getting ready for this third period of action. They find themselves down by a score of 3-1, hoping to get 2 goals in this third period to tie up the hockey game and hopefully win this one here at Munn Ice Arena. Reagan Cleaves, David Shellman with you in the broadcast booth here from Munn Ice Arena. We're happy to be joined by Jason Patterson, who's been doing our film all year long. Cougars here, as Cougars will be in the zone to your left, defending, while Powers Catholic, who is just heading on the ice right now, will be in the zone to our right. Kurdiak taking the net for the Chargers. Chalfoun taking the net for the Catholic Central Cougars, as he has done for every game except one this season for the blue and white. Well, Cougars need a comeback of some type here in this third period if they are going to win, and they have shown they have been able to do that before. They came back earlier and won earlier this year and beat Rockford. They came really close to forcing overtime against Byron Center. They also had a couple of games after the break, which they had close ones. We've got 17 minutes on the clock here. The puck is dropped at center, and we are underway here. Cougars still on the Lax Enterprises power play for another 48 seconds. Kwiatkowski couldn't handle that cross-ice feed, and he'll collect and move out. He'll work through center, dump it in behind Kurdiak. Andrew Wormuth pursues and picks up the puck. He's bumped off it, though. It's worked to the line. Kwiatkowski controls top of the slot. Let a shot go through traffic, blocked in front. That went wide across the way. Cougars unable to keep it in, or unable to get the puck. They'll work it to the near half wall. Kwiatkowski picks it up. He'll let a shot go. That was blocked in front. 20 seconds to go here. Kwiatkowski again, top of the slot. Let a pass go to the near corner. Gabe Sova works it down. Andrew Wormuth back to Sova. Sova controls. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Sova back to Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski let a shot go, blocked in front. 2 seconds to go. Puck pulled up on the near side. Kwiatkowski feeds it down low. Cougars fail on that power play, and they are 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Kwiatkowski will dump it in wide of Kurtiak. Back in his own end, Wilson Rennick will send a feed up to Lavrock. Jacques Lavrock will work across the line and into the top of the slot. He was bumped off the puck. Puck comes free across the way in the circle. Loose puck at the top of the circle, worked forward to Shively. He's got Sova with them. It was poked away from Sova, and Rollins will send that down low. Pass picked off by Saleko. They work it to the side of it. Top of the slot. A shot go! Did Shively. That ricocheted high as the net has come off its moorings behind Nick Kurtiak, and Cougars unable to capitalize on a fantastic opportunity. Will have a draw in the offensive end. 15:22 left here in the third. Catholic Central trailing by 2 here. They need 2 to tie up this hockey game, and the winner of which will go on to contest for a chance to play in the state finals at USA Hockey Arena on Saturday at 3 p.m. Puck played right right point. Patterson let a shot go. Easy stick save there for Kurdiaki. Directs it up and out of play with a minute 57 gone here in the third. Stop and go to start this final stanza of play here from Munn Ice Arena. Catholic Central and Flint Powers Catholic going head-to-head in this one. Andrew Wormuth will dig in across the way with Cooper Gerhardt. Gerhardt dug in and lost his balance a little bit. He regains and wins the draw. Once again, Cougars have not gotten a lot done. Now an outlet pass. Here is Tucker. He'll work across the line and into the left corner. Will be pressured by Patterson. Leaves it for Gerhardt. Gerhardt working it to the left corner. Will control, work up the wall a little bit. Tucker will work it down too far for Lavrock. Across the way. Lavrock picks it up right circle. It's moved out to center. Chargers fans in front of us here wanting a penalty as Rennig was taken to the boards and taken down across the way, but it looked like he just slipped on the ice here. Now the Chargers will move up out of their own end here with 14-18 to go across the line. Here is Babor. Babor will work down behind the net. Puck comes free to Mulvey in the left corner. It's picked up there by Carlock. Carlock, a shot right in front, a loose puck. After a save by Chalfoun, it was swept away. Zarnecki will wrap it down behind Kwiatkowski there to pick it up for the blue and white. He'll move it up to Gabe Silva. Gabe Silva off the half wall. Dowley will pick it up and send it back in to the Catholic Central end. It's worked. It takes an odd carom off the end wall. It's worked to the near corner. Puck comes free. Gabe Silva working out. He'll gain it at center, but he's worked off the puck there by Jack Dowley. Chargers will send that back in. That will go far enough for icing with 13:29 to go here. Cougars need to get something going here in the third period. That power play was their best chance heading into tonight. They were 10 for 43. That put them at a healthy about 23%. Now they've dropped down to 21, almost 22%. It's not something you want to see, but the Cougars hoping that if they get another power play, which obviously isn't guaranteed, they can capitalize on it. Now the Chargers working back their own end. Schetz picks it up the line. He'll send it back in behind Kurdiak. It's worked in the corner. Chargers trying to get it out, and they do. Tarpening leading the rush. He'll work it over the line, work into the right circle. He'll pull up, let a shot go. That whistle just wide. Up there, Rennig picks it up. Rennig will work behind Chalfoun. Try the wraparound. Stuff loose in front. That trickled just wide to the left of the net. It was eventually cleared. Now they pass in front. A shot saved by Chalfoun the second time. Good play there by the netminder. Now a slap shot from the right point. That whistled wide. Lawrence will play it down low. A pass in front. And the Cougars get the rebound and clear it back the other way.
So the draw will come to the right of Lucas Chalfoun with 12:32 to go in the period.
It'll be Gerhard in there to dig for the Chargers. He loses the draw, one of the few draws Catholic Central has won since that opening period. Chargers will slap that back in, icing waved off. Shively keeps it in, or controls for the Cougars. He moves up to Wormuth. Wormuth can't get it. Also, he will follow Kyle Babor over to the far side. Loose puck, top of the slot, picked up. Chargers force that out to center along the line. Wormuth digging in there for Catholic Central. It's worked free along the boards. Penalty coming up here. Cougars control. They'll send it down behind. It'll be Gerhard to touch up, and the Cougars will get that fourth power play we talked about earlier. 11:53 to go here in the third. Catholic Central going on. The Lax Enterprises power play once again. Lavrock to the box.
Yeah, well, Cougars got to capitalize here if they want a shot at a miraculous comeback versus the Chargers of Powers Catholic.
4:07 the time of the penalty here against the Chargers. This is the third straight Catholic Central power play, and they lose the draw and are forced to retreat to center. That's something you cannot do for the Cougars. You need to establish that presence in the offensive end. So Lavrock off for a hold at 4:07. Kwiatkowski will work it down behind Kurdiak. Powers Catholic again gets it out and sends it the length of the ice. The Cougars cannot get the red line, so they're just dumping it in, and that's leaving Powers the great opportunity just to send it back in, and this is how they're killing off, and it's working quite effectively. They'll work across the line. Cougars again give it up and send it the length of the ice. 1:09 to go on the man advantage here. Cougars are 10 for 46 on the year, 0 for 3 tonight against this Powers Catholic. Penalty kill, and for the fourth time this penalty kill, the Chargers send it the length of the ice, and now they have control in the offensive zone here on a shorthanded. Now the Cougars trying to forward it out. They can't get it further. Zarnecki lost control of the puck at center, but the Chargers just get it right back. They have killed off 1 minute and 20 seconds here. Cougars have not been able to do anything since the first couple of minutes of the first, and it's been all Powers Catholic since. They'll get it at center and dump it in with 23 to go right on Chalfoun. The Cougars need to get something here. They got time for one last rush, except they sent it just out to center, and the Chargers control and will send it back in. Kwiatkowski behind his net tries to sidestep a check from Gerhardt and does so. He picks up the puck, forwards it on to Nate Silva. 5 seconds to go. We'll work across the line right side. We'll work it into the corner. Babor crunched him to the boards, and Gerhardt will take it and send an outlet pass. Here's a breakaway for Lavrock. Lavrock out of the box. We'll work in on Chalfoun. Shot, save, the rebound. Loose to the side, and Chalfoun kicked that away. Great save there for Chalfoun as the net comes off his pads. Lucas Chalfoun actually holding his head as he has something wrong with him. He shakes off. He shakes it off, finds his stick, and he should be able to stay in the game here. 9:40 to go. Catholic Central here needing to score 2 goals to tie it. Here in the state quarterfinals, winner of this one goes on to play. Winner of Cranbrook, Kingswood, and UD Jesuit in the semifinals on Friday at 10 a.m. Puck worked free in the near corner. Cougars can get that to the line and out. It's worked back in to the Catholic Central end. Trevor Rubline will slap that around to the near half wall. Powers Catholic sends that in front. That was Birmingham. There, he was bumped off. He sent a centering feed right in front. It was just wide of Chalfoun. Now the Chargers clear that in on Chalfoun. Patterson slaps that over to his defensive partner. Patterson picks it up behind the net, trying to start a breakout here for Catholic Central. Shively controls it at his own line, slaps it back. Rennig will control and send that wide of Chalfoun. It'll come over to the far side. A miscommunication over there as Rollins with Rubline, the two Catholic Central captains. Now giveaway right at the top of the slot. A beautiful glove save there by Lucas Chalfoun, robbing Eddie Barberi of a golden opportunity from the top of the slot. A massive save there for Lucas Chalfoun.
Yeah, well, he's the one who kept this team in it today. Kept it to a 2-goal lead. He's been playing phenomenal. It's been the defense that's been the main struggle for the Cougars.
Yeah, he has played very well in this one. He's made a couple of crucial saves like that one, and the goals that he has led up, they've been on the power play, and there was a beautiful backhand off a giveaway in the defensive zone for the Cougars as they send it out to center. Sova cut off there before he could get to it, and leading the rush back the other way is Berner. He lost it at center and will send it back in. Back to collect it is Barberi. Barberi puts on the brakes behind. His pass intercepted by Sova. Sova will send that in front. Ryder Mulvey works it to Kwiatkowski. Back down to Mulvey, right circle. Down to Gabe Silva. He'll control. He'll work it across the way. Sullivan will walk in. Fire! And gobbled up there by Nick Kurdiak, who will hold on for the whistle. With 8:08 to go here in the third period of play, Cougars have a draw on the offensive end. If they can win it, that would be great, and even better if they could sustain some offensive pressure here. But I spoke too soon as the Chargers win yet another draw in the offensive zone. It has been utter dominance in the face-off circle for the team decked out in orange and blue. They have just been forcing their will in the face-off circle against Catholic Central. Usually, their usual suspects in the face-off circle for Catholic Central, Andrew Wormuth and Ryan Rollins, not able to get anything done. And even Ryder Mulvey, who's been pretty decent in draws for Catholic Central, hasn't been able to do much tonight. Now they play it right in front of it. Loose puck, kicked away, a shot saved, and the rebound loose, and it's waved off as Lucas Chalfoun, as a scrum ensues to the side of the net. Everybody comes out of it okay. Lucas Chalfoun was shoved into the net there. That's why they waved it off initially, but now referees Joe Scheel and Ryan Levitt will come and
they're going to give a penalty to Kimball Sullivan.
Kimball Sullivan not happy about it in the slightest, but as a consolation prize, Mason Zarnecki also to the box. It'll be a 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. So Zarnecki and Sullivan to the box. It will be 5-on-5, pardon, here at the 9:34 mark. 4-on-4. Referees consulting in the circle. Now they call the other referee in. Joe Scheel, Ryan Levitt in there with one of the linesmen, either John Fillo or Stephen Hedke. And they determine that the draw should come outside the line. And now Travis Perry wants a word with the referees.
Now we're ready to play as the Powers Catholic Chargers win the draw. And we'll send it down the ice.
So we believe the 2 penalties are for a rough. And we were having a hard time hearing the Flint Powers, the PA guy here at Munn Ice Arena. The speakers are very boomy here, and they're a little bit hard to hear, especially when you got the headset on here. As the puck comes out to neutralize, Powers Catholic will send that right back in on Lucas Chalfoun. We'll give that to Kwiatkowski. Will ring it off the glass and out to center, picked up by the Chargers and fire right back in. It was blocked away by Lucas Chalfoun as that one was somewhat on goal. Played in the left corner. Lavrak behind the net. He'll send it out in front. It was skittered away from his intended target. Lavrak gets it back right corner. He'll work into the half wall. He's pinned up against the boards. Kwiatkowski will send it up to the point. A one-timer was denied by Lucas Chalfoun. Now a pass across, deflected up to the point. Couldn't be kept in there by Weston Rennig. Lavrak was still in the zone when it was fired back in, so it'll lay it off sides against Powers Catholic. An outlet pass for the Cougars. They'll send it right back in by Nick Kurchiak. Cougars need to get something going here, any offensive pressure. Here's we got 6:14 to go here in regulation. Catholic Central and Powers Catholic. Now an outlet pass. Here's Barbieri over the line right side. He'll let a shot go. That over the line left side. He'll let a shot go by the right side of Lucas Chalfoun. By the right of Lucas Chalfoun. Now puck free and neutral ice. Gabe Silva held up. It's played back to Trevor Rubline. He'll play it off the half wall and out to Gabe Silva. He'll work across the line. He'll work into the right circle. And now Kurdiak let a shot go off of the iron and up and out of play. A beautiful opportunity. Gabe Sova tried to stick it short side over the shoulder of Kurtiak, but he was denied by iron and it went up and out of play. On the right wing circle, Warmouth will dig in there with Darpening. Sorry, it was Lawrence to dig in there. Lawrence won the faceoff in emphatic fashion. And the Chargers move it out to center. Cougars, however, control. Pass intercepted. Two Chargers ran into each other. Puck comes free into the Charger end. Cougars will send that back out at center. It hit Andrew Wormuth, and he'll come back out, allowing the Cougars to come back in. They'll stay behind their net here with 5:23 to go. Third period of action here from Munn Ice Arena State quarterfinal between the Cougars and the Powers Catholic Chargers. The Chargers will send that off the boards and back to the side of Lucas Chalfoun for an icing with 5:11 to go here in the third. Your drum will come into the right wing circle, or to the right of Kurtiak for you. Oh, is won by the Chargers. They'll slap it around to the near half wall. He might have an outlet pass. He catches Lavrock. Lavrock backs across the line, works into the circle. Centering fast right in front. A big save by Lucas Chalfoun right as we hit the 5-minute mark, as we have entered the Fox Motors final 5 of regulation. Across the way, a pass in front, cleared away by the Cougars, and they send that out. Here's Saleko back at neutral ice. They'll send that back in behind Lucas Chalfoun. Picked up across the way, 4:44 to go here in the third period of play from Munn Ice Arena on the campus of Michigan State University. It's popped free. Now they're working right in front of shot save for Chalfoun. The shot coming from Zarnecki. Puck played behind the net. It's eventually poked free across the way. Nate Silva picks it up. Can he find an outlet in his brother? He cannot, as it's intercepted. But wait, here we have a penalty coming on Powers Catholic. That is bringing some grumbles to the fans right in front of us here as we are on the side of Powers Catholic. They got the visiting side, as you can see, in front of us here. It's a rough to Zarnecki. He is sent off for a rough. Here to put the Cougars on the Lax Enterprises power play. The Cougars may or may not be taking their timeout here with 4:20 to go.
Timeout, Cougars.
And they are taking their timeout, so time on the ice. We will take one as well. You're listening and watching to Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.
Do you really want to study for that exam? Listening to Cougar Hockey is a much better option. This is Cougar Puck Radio, brought to you on YouTube.
Well, 4:20 left here in the third. Cougars on the power play for the 5th time tonight. They have not been able to convert on any of them, and their last power play was basically consisted of them chasing the puck down into their own end. Lavrock off, or Zarnecki off for a rough at 12:40. Puts Catholic Central on another Lax Enterprises power play. Puck picked off at the line. Here's Carlock working into the left circle. Had that poked away from the Cougars. Looked to be on a rush back the other way. Kwiatkowski leading it across. He'll send a feed across. Picked off there, however, by Barbour. will send that in right behind Lucas Chalfoun once again. 30 seconds gone here in the man advantage. Cougars working left to right here in this third period, down by 2. If they want any shot at this, they need to get a goal on this power play as offside is whistled at the Catholic Central line. 3:38 to go here in regulation. 1:18 left here in the man advantage. Zarnicki taking the penalty for the Chargers. Across the way, draw coming outside the Charger line. Across the way, it's one back. And the Chargers again clearing attempt, however, blocked. The Cougar who blocked that looks to be in some pain. Now the puck comes into the right corner. Chargers try to flip that out. It can't be done as Kwiatkowski keeps it in at the point. Kwiatkowski can't keep it in again as the Chargers look to move back out, look to gain the puck at center ice. They can't do so. They've killed off 1:08 as they fling it right back into the Catholic Central end, and they'll control. Kevin Patterson looking to move up with speed. He'll send it over. Ryan Rollins will tip it in. It comes back out to Patterson. Patterson giving it back to Kwiatkowski. A pass across to Nate Silva. 31 seconds to go here in this man advantage. Cougars trying not to fall to 0 for 5 on the evening. Chargers slap that wide of Chalfoun. Cougars seem to have lost their mojo here on the power play. Lots of standing around here as they try to get something going here. An outlet pass. Catches Nate Silva. He'll work across the line looking for a pass. He'll work it in front. A shot saved by Kurdiak, and the Chargers clear that out, and they have killed off their 5th penalty kill of the afternoon. Fantastic work by the Chargers, especially in the last 2, and a shot by Gerhardt went wide. Chargers pick that up right point. They work it down low. Lavrock will work it down to the side of the net. Zarnicki worked off the puck. 2:03 to go here in regulation. Ryder Mulvey working up down the right side. Will work it down behind Kurtiak. 1:54 to go here in the third. You got to be looking for Lucas Chalfoun to go here. They work it behind the net. Powers Catholic will clear that to the line. Trevor Rubline keeping it in though. We got to see if Lucas Chalfoun can go here. He's standing around while the Cougars can't get anything done in the offensive zone. Chargers send it the length of the ice that will be icing, and by the looks of it, we'll take a look over to Mike Slobodnik.
Looks like they're going to keep him in for right now.
It does look like it. They're not. Maybe they're waiting for the Cougars to possibly get possession of the puck here. Slobodnik telling Chalfoun to be at the top of the circle here in case Catholic Central wins this. They got 1:32 left here in regulation. 1:32 to score 2 goals. Cougars who have not done anything since the opening minute. Oh, it's one back. Lucas Chalfoun still at the top of the circle. He retreats back. Drew Schweigert picks up. There goes Lucas Chalfoun. Cougars will get a 6th attacker on hops. Andrew Wormuth. Cougars work it behind. 1:16 to go here in the quarterfinal. They'll work it down on the near half wall. Powers Catholic gets it to the line, kept in there by Kwiatkowski. Now the Chargers still control the play off the high glass and out to center. Zarnicki has an opportunity, but he's bumped off the puck as we have hit a minute to go here in regulation. Cougars will tip that into the offensive zone. 54 to go here. Trailing by 2. They need 2 goals here, and they need 1 quick. They work it over to the far corner. They work it up to the left point. Kwiatkowski will let a wrist shot go through traffic. That was deflected wide. 40 seconds to go. They play it on the near half wall. The Chargers get it out to center. Kwiatkowski able to poke it back to the Charger line near side. They'll work it in. Cougars have to chase that back into their own end with 30 seconds to go. Kwiatkowski will corral it. He'll send it the length of the ice. It couldn't be corralled by Rollins across the way. There, it's pinned along the boards by Saleko. Chargers lift that out to center and back into the Catholic Central end. Icing will be waved off as with 10 seconds to go, Cougars can't get anything done. It's sent back into the opposite corner. 5 to go as they count down on the near side, and the Cougars here with 2.3 to go. It was whistled down as the puck went up and out of play. Pardon for the lack of awareness. Lucas Chalfoun will head back into the net to our left with 2.3 to go. This faceoff will be a mere formality here, as right now the draw outside the Catholic Central line, and that will do it after it's won by the Cougars, and the Powers Catholic Chargers fend off the Catholic Central Cougars here in large part to their 5-for-5 penalty kill tonight for the Chargers. All the Cougars go in and try to comfort their goaltender Lucas Chalfoun. They form a massive huddle around him, as it is Lucas Chalfoun's last game in a Catholic Central uniform here, as both teams make their way to their respective blue lines for the salute. The seniors for the Catholic Central Cougars getting their last moments here as they salute at center. Cougars getting their last moments here as seniors for the Cougars have played their last game. They're soaking in their last moments in a Catholic Central uniform here, as are David and I on the call here. This will be our last broadcast, as it turns out, as we're both heading away to college next year, as we ourselves are seniors, and this will be our last broadcast. And tonight the final score between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Powers Catholic Chargers is a 3-1 final in favor of the Chargers. The Cougars saluting their fan base across the way for one final time here, as we will step aside and come back with a full game recap. You're watching and listening to the Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Do you really want to study for that exam? Listening to Cougar Hockey is a much better option. This is Cougar Puck Radio.
Well, it certainly is a tough one to swallow for the Catholic Central Cougars here as they go 0 for 5 on the power play, combined with 2 power play goals for Powers Catholic, and that was the difference tonight as a 3-1 hockey game. Should have been a lot more for Powers Catholic. They were dominating on the ice. They were getting shots left and right. They weren't allowing Catholic Central to do absolutely anything on the offensive side. Things just weren't working out for Catholic Central tonight, and they lose tonight 3-1. We'll take you on a walk through this one here as the Cougars got off to a fast start, David, and it looked like things were going to go well. We talked about in the pregame Cougars needed to get something going early, and that they did. Ian Schweigert at 40 seconds into the first period. Ryder Mulvey won a face-off draw in the left wing circle of the offensive end, and it was worked right back to Ian Schweigert. He stepped into one. He let a wrist shot fly, as he has done most of the time this season. For Schweigert, that was his 3rd goal of the year. He snapped it high blocker side on Nick Kertiak to put Catholic Central up 1-0. Things were looking good for Catholic Central as they couldn't capitalize on a power play about 5 minutes later as Paul went off for a trip, but as it was a bench monitor for too many men on the ice against Flint. Powers and Paul did a great job, the Powers Catholic did a great job of killing off the penalty as they did all night, and Cougars couldn't convert on that power play on that first power play. But at 12:43, Nate Silva went off for a trip, and 7 seconds into the power play, Zarnecki let a shot go. It was deflected in front. Rennick let a shot go. It was deflected in front by Zarnecki, and it worked its way past Lucas Chalfoun and into the back of the net for Powers' first power play goal of the evening. Then Gerhardt just 2 minutes and 10 seconds later would get another goal for Powers Catholic. That would be the game-winning goal. That was on the power play as well, as Wormuth went off for interference at 13:43. The Powers Catholic Chargers getting that goal just about a minute and 20 into the power play. They did a fantastic job on the power play. They went 2 for 2 in that first period, and the Cougars went 0 for 1. They could not get anything done in that first period on the power play, though they did have a carryover into the second. It was 2-1 after 1 for Powers Catholic. Moving in to the second period, Gerhardt picked off a puck in the offensive zone after a giveaway by the Catholic Central Cougars. He fed her right to Carlock, who walked into the bottom of the left circle and snapped a backhand shot short side past Lucas Chalfoun to make it a 3-1 game at 11:11 of the second period, and that is how things would end for Catholic Central this season. 3 goals within the span of about 17 minutes of play in that one, and the Cougars couldn't get anything done in the power play of their own. They went 0 for 5 on the night. Things just were not working for them. Their power play on the year drops to 10 for 48, 20.83% on the campaign, while their penalty kill, which was 0 for 2 tonight, drops to 28 for 34, which is still a respectable 82%. Well, now we'll take a look at the players to watch for tonight. Gabe Silva and Nate Silva not touching the score sheet. The only Cougars that did were Ian Schweigert and Ryder Mulvey. Meanwhile, Tyler Lawrence didn't touch the score sheet either. The leading scorer for the Chargers didn't get anything done, but for Gerhardt, that is his 7th goal and 13th assist, putting him up to 20 points on the year. And for Zarnecki, that was his 30th point of the year, his 17th goal. And for Carlock, who got the 3rd goal for Powers Catholic, Carlock, that was his 9th of the year. So none of our players to watch touching the score sheet tonight other than Nick Kertiak, who only allowed 1 goal, and that was 40 seconds in. He was perfect for the rest of the for the rest of the remaining time here in this one. Now, David, how did the Cougars do on the keys to the game tonight?
Well, they had to do much better than they did, and they didn't play very well going with the keys to the game. They started out aggressive, but going into the second and obviously the third period, they had those two chances, were unable to capitalize. With basically about a minute to go, they quit with about 7 minutes to go in the game, and that's what cost this one.
Well, for the 3 stars of the game, Ian Schweigert sliding in at the 3rd star of the game. He got the only goal for Catholic Central tonight. Kurchiak getting in at the 2nd star with he stopped everything but one that the Cougars threw at him, and 1st star of the game goes to Gerhardt who had a goal and assist and a game-winning goal. The next game for Powers Catholic, they will head to USA Hockey Arena to take on the winner of the Cranbrook UD Jesuit game going on right now. That started at 7 p.m. or at 6:30 p.m. That game will be at 10 a.m. from USA Hockey Arena. You can listen to that game on You can watch that game on MHSAA.tv or listen to that one on the MHSAA network as well. Now we'll take a look one last time at the out-of-town scoreboard. The Grand Rapids Griffins again in action on Friday, March 26th at 8 p.m. in Iowa to take part in their first part of a back-to-back against the Iowa Wild. The next one will be Saturday at 7 p.m. Now, taking a look at the Detroit Red Wings, they will be in action tomorrow, Thursday, March 25th at 8 p.m. to take on the Predators in Nashville. That game can be watched on Fox Sports Detroit. Well, we'd like to extend our thanks to the MHSAA staff that helped us get set up here, Mr. John Ross and Mrs. Peggy Montpass. They were extremely helpful in helping us get set up here. We would also like to thank Jason Patterson for helping us out on the camera end of things tonight. And as this is our final broadcast, we would of course like to thank all of you fans who have been listening throughout the past 3 years. It has been a joy, especially for me, to be able to broadcast, and I know I speak for David as well on this. It has been a joy to be able to broadcast Catholic Central hockey games, and this may have been as far as we have gotten this year, but this team played well all season. They've got a bright future ahead of them. They're a young team. They've got time to mature, and they should have a good time, but unfortunately we will not be there next year to call it, and we thank you fans who have tuned in this past 3 years. It has been an honor to be able to broadcast these games, and I will most certainly miss it next year. Well, that will just about do it for us this afternoon and this season, and for our tenures here on Cougar Puck Radio. For one final time, this is Reagan Cleaves for David Shamblin and Jason Patterson saying so long from Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing, Michigan, as the Powers Catholic Chargers beat the Catholic Central Cougars by a score of 3-1 in the state quarterfinals. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this presentation of Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on YouTube. Be sure to join us next time right here on Cougar Puck Radio.